Welcome to News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss. Here now the news for November 9th, 2020. On the heels of rumors of a delayed grand opening, we've noticed a number of developments hinting at the fact that Disney may have fast-tracked Remy's Ratatouille adventure in the France Pavilion expansion in Epcot. Our latest look at the pavilion showed us that the area was practically ready to open, with even the finest details like pedestrian signage along the lampposts fully installed. Contractors were seen in the area and running final tests on the Ratatouille-themed fountain. And now openings have been posted on the career site that recruits French nationals to become cast members at the pavilion, with a posted start date of 2021. Officials from JBI, which manages all the food and beverage operations for the pavilion, confirmed back in August that La Crêperie de Paris would be opening with the expansion and Remy's Ratatouille adventure. Which brings us to our final point. Buried in the lineup of virtual events and presentations announced for the D23 Fantastic World Celebration 2020, an Epcot presentation. On Thursday, November 19th, a panel titled Epcot, the Magic of Possibility will include details on the park's transformation, including Remy's Ratatouille adventure. It's possible that the opening date for the attraction will be announced during the presentation, and given the latest developments plus the hiring, we could be seeing an early 2021 opening for the long-awaited, very delayed offering in World Showcase. This is all theory at this point, but it sounds like I think there was some guest response and things have changed a bit. And that Disney wants, it's still obviously not going to make it for this year, but it sounds like possibly, Festival of the Arts launch is in January. If not, we expect the launch of Flower and Garden Festival in March. Either of those festival start dates would be an awfully great time to open a new restaurant and a new ride. And with the fact that theme parks can increase capacity if they'd like, by then maybe they will feel more like doing that and admitting that there's more than 25% capacity in the park. We'll see what happens, but it sounds like Remy's on the way in early 2021. The full lineup of virtual events and presentations was announced for that D23 Fantastic World celebration, which has gone digital due to the pandemic. You can join D23 for an exciting week of virtual events, articles, and merchandise releases celebrating all the wonderful worlds of Disney. Check out the full lineup on our website. After days of counting ballots, the time-honored democratic process of electing or re-electing the nation's president has concluded in the United States, depending on who you are. Joe Biden has officially, according to media at least, who knows, I'm not getting involved. People in the comments are going to argue on both sides. I'm not taking a stance. I'm just delivering you the news I have. Let's leave it at that. But Joe Biden has won the 2020 presidential election, and while that will mean many changes for the country, the outcome may also affect tiny corner of Walt Disney World. Well, it should affect the Hall of Presidents. The expectation is obviously that he will be added to the attraction and that he will have a speaking role, something that has been in place since Bill Clinton's presidency. Interestingly enough, this is the first one-term president in Donald Trump since the speaking role was added to the attraction in the 1990s. So this will be the first time that after only 4 years, the attraction has to be changed. That being said, there have been rumors within the company that they may just go a whole different direction with the show. Maybe it would become Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, all this to avoid political arguing from guests, which became quite a thing, at least from the last version to now. So the expectation is we will have a new Hall of Presidents show sometime next year. We don't know when the Hall of Presidents is going to close yet. It hasn't been announced yet, but obviously every time in the past when a new president has been elected, you get a new show since the Clinton years. So at the very least, he's going to be added. Will the talking role continue? What's going to happen, we don't know, but the expectation, again, changes at the Hall of Presidents sooner rather than later. The icon of the Sunshine Tree Terrace, our favorite little orange bird, got his very own dessert for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party last year. It seemed the dessert was such a hit, Disney decided to bring it back this year. An Orange Bird Christmas is an orange-scented white chocolate mousse filled with orange curd. Of course, this dessert can be found at the Sunshine Tree Terrace of the Magic Kingdom for $5.99. Check out the review on our site. And everyone gather around the Yule log and try this new Christmas-themed treat from the Magic Kingdom. The Yuletide Wishes is the perfect treat for anyone who wishes for chocolate this year. The treat is a chocolate cake filled with chocolate mousse and covered in chocolate ganache. Is that enough chocolate for you? Yuletide Wishes is available at Pinocchio Village Haas for $4.99. And Belle and her friends have whipped up a new Christmas treat. Belle's Enchanted Christmas Tree is one of the many new holiday treats. The treat consists of almond macarons layered with cranberry orange filling. It can be found at Gaston's Tavern for $5.49. Again, for a full review of all of those, head to WDWNT.com. After the same was done to Star Wars Rise of the Resistance and now is starting to be installed at Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, plexiglass dividers have been added to some boats at Frozen Ever After in Epcot. This is the first boat ride we've seen this on, though. The dividers are placed between each row. There are small openings where the dividers are attached to the handrails, so guests can still hold them if need be. But remember to wash your hands after, obviously. We were still seated with 2 rows between us and another party. This is the same thing that happened with Rise of the Resistance. They started installing the plexiglass, but they didn't change the nature of the loading process until it was actually done. I will say this makes even less sense than Rise of the Resistance because of the nature of this ride. There is a splashdown, and with the splashdown, water gets on the plexiglass. And I don't need to tell you that the water in theme park attractions is not super clean. And so the plexiglass, I mean, I think it'd be stained by water anyway, but it gets particularly stained on a water boat ride in a theme park. And so I don't think this is really going to work. Maybe these first couple are just a test. We'll see what happens. I think it looks pretty dumb. I'm not a fan of it. And I don't think the Frozen line has been long enough to really warrant this. Usually it's about an hour, maybe 40 to 50 minutes. The real problem is the length of the line, which spills into China, given the social distancing. But we'll see if they like this and if they continue doing it. Whenever changes come to Walt Disney World, we like to keep you informed about them. Obviously, during a recent visit to Epcot, we noticed that social distancing rules have changed in the loading area of the Seas with Nemo and Friends. The cast members of this attraction began loading every Clammobile now with guests, so they do not leave empty Clammobiles between you anymore. We checked with the cast member to make sure that this was indeed the case, and they said yes, it was a new policy as of Sunday. That being said, some guests said they went later in the day and already they were not loading every clam again. I don't know if someone complained, maybe a manager came in and they changed their mind, but it was a thing they were at least doing for a short period on Sunday and was confirmed to be a policy they were told to carry out at least for that period. Since the reopening of Epcot, we've only seen the Voices of Liberty virtually through online performances, but thankfully they're returning for the Festival of the Holidays. But we do have an update on the future of their performances come next year with the Festival of the Arts. Not only will Voices of Liberty be returning for that festival, they'll be presenting a brand new showcase in the form of the Disney Songbook, performing a variety of Disney songs across a history of Disney composers and lyricists. As with Festival of the Holidays, Voices will be performing at the America Gardens Theater instead of at the American Adventure. I hope this is the stuff from their Voctave album, which had a lot of great Disney stuff. I'd love to hear that in person. We spent our weekend stopping by multiple locations at Hollywood Studios to try all the new holiday treats, including Mickey's Holiday Cookie. The cookie is a vanilla butter cookie enrobed with the white chocolate and sugar snowflakes. Mickey's Holiday Cookie is available at the ABC Commissary and Rosie's All-American Cafe through January 4th for $4.99. You can also try the Olaf Snow Flurry treat, available just in time for the holiday season. It's a yellow cupcake with vanilla buttercream, snow flurry sugar, and an Olaf glow piece. It's $7.99. You can get it at Rosie's All-American Cafe. Meanwhile, there's the red velvet whoopie pie, the holiday whoopie pie. It's a red velvet whoopie pie filled with a classic cream cheese filling. You'll find that at the Trolley Car Cafe and Backlot Express for $4.99. For reviews of all these treats, head on over to WDWNT.com. We, of course, loved Minnie's Halloween Dine at Hollywood and Vine, but all good things must come to an end. But thankfully, Halloween has moved into Christmas, and you can now check out our review of Minnie's Holiday Dine at Hollywood and Vine at Hollywood Studios. We have a full review on our website as well, a little video right here on our YouTube channel for you to enjoy. While the Municipalburg area of Hollywood Studios is still being used as an overflow queue for Toy Story Land attractions, there's good news for Incredibles fans visiting the park, as the Market, a quick service location, has reopened. And as you know, that means the return of the Num Num cookies. Available for purchase at $5.79, guests can now once again eat like Jack Jack. For a full review of the Num Num cookie, read our website. There's a new item in Animal Kingdom that has us aglow for the holidays. It's a peppermint Mickey Mouse bottle topper that features 3 mints shaped like Mickey's head in red, green, and white. This is a change from last year's topper, which was the simple red and white. The topper, which comes with a green straw, easily screws onto most soda bottles sold around Walt Disney World. Perhaps the biggest selling point is that the peppermint glows. It lights up when you hit the button. Topper sells for $6.50. A soda isn't included with the price but can be purchased in addition. We found this at multiple drink carts around the park. To celebrate Christmas this year, Animal Kingdom has brought back the holiday-themed Tree of Life Awakening shows. This is the first time we've seen a projection show at the park since the reopening in July. Each projection show lights up the Tree of Life, telling wintry tales set to a holiday-themed score. Like last year, there are different shows. The first story is The First Snow, showing animals crossing the transition between fall and winter. The second story is Seasons of Light, which depicts animals playing among the northern lights. And we love this holiday-themed show. This is beautiful. I kind of got teary-eyed. It was nice to see a nighttime show back, and it's great to see this. These are wonderful and really charming, and help it feel like things are kind of returning to normal here. You can watch the show right here on our YouTube channel. Chester and Esther's Dine-O-Rama at Animal Kingdom is known for its carnival theme, and what would carnivals be without games? 2 carnival games reopened in September with new plush prizes, but now the Fossil Fueler has returned to the Fossil Fun Games with social distancing protocols in place. To play the game, guests use water guns to shoot at a target. Because guests must be seated to play, some stools are out of service for distancing. Before playing, guests must obtain tickets from the nearby souvenir stand. Each game ticket costs $5. There are a total of 7 seats to play on, and unavailable stools are covered with a gray material and labeled sign. This is great to see. Now just open my Mammoth Marathon so I can win all the time. The Christmas tree stroll has returned to Disney Springs. Well, I guess it's new for this year. It's a modified version, the Tree Trail. Guests can use a map and sticker set to mark different themed tree locations throughout the shopping and dining district. And as of writing, 10 of the 12 themed trees were on display. The tree stroll replaces the Christmas tree trail. The tree trail was placed all the trees in a smaller area near Once Upon a Toy. And the crowd congestion obviously wouldn't be great for this year, so they decided to spread it out throughout all of Disney Springs. Spectrum News 13 is reporting that White Castle is coming to the Village at O-Town West, just north of Walt Disney World on I-4. This is the first location in Florida for the fast food chain in 52 years. Groundbreaking for the restaurant is scheduled for November 19th, which will feature a sleek, modern, industrial-style architectural design and the chain's iconic tower. According to White Castle, the 4,567-square-foot restaurant will include indoor and outdoor seating, 2 drive-through lanes, expected to create 120 new jobs. The O-Town West development is currently being built at Palm Parkway and Darrell Carter Parkway just off I-4, which will feature restaurants formerly at the Crossroads Shopping Center nearby, including Taco Bell, as well as a Wawa and Jeremiah's Italian Ice. And we'll be able to get White Castle very easily from this office. We're excited about it. Of course, being from Bronx, New York, love White Castle. I'm excited for some sliders and some chicken rings. Very excited. Another Trader Sam's Enchanted Tiki bar is at Disneyland Resort. The bar's new merchandise collection by Shag, though, is now available here at Walt Disney World at the Polynesian Village. The collection includes a large painting, small painting, lithographs, postcards, Hawaiian shirts, scarf, luggage tags, and pillows. We found the new Shag Harvey's items include a tote, wallet, billfold, and bracelet as well. This whole collection again, except for the mug, which is coming out of Disneyland this week. The rest was here at the Polynesian Village, as well as the Marketplace Co-op at Disney Springs. The very first phase of Disneyland Resort's hotel reopening has been announced. It's similar to at Walt Disney World. The Disney Vacation Club section of the Grand Californian Hotel and Spa will reopen on December 6th, just in time for the Christmas season and a few weeks after the reopening of Buena Vista Street. According to the OC Register, the news came by way of a letter sent to DVC members. Members will receive information soon on what to expect during their visit. Capacity at the resort and within its restaurants will be limited, with new health and safety procedures in place, including required face masks throughout the resort. The non-DVC rooms will remain closed. As well, the Disneyland Hotel and Paradise Pier hotels remain closed as well. This is exciting. Good to hear. On the opposite side, the Disneyland Resort has now extended hotel cancellations through December 31st, 2020. Guests with existing reservations have begun to receive emails notifying them of the cancellation. Of course, only open currently at the Disneyland Resort is the Downtown Disney District and eventually Buena Vista Street later this month on the 19th. Tokyo Disney Resort has recently started to replace its 19-year-old fleet of Disney Resort line monorails with a new Type C rolling stock through 2024. The first monorail was delivered way back in December of last year, and now the second of 5 new trains has been delivered, Monorail Pink. Twitter user, I'm just going to show you this on the screen because it's a number of letters and numbers, spotted the new Monorail Pink in transit to Tokyo Disney Resort in the early morning of November 6th, with photos of crews from both the Maihama Resort Line Company and Hitachi, the manufacturer of both the original and the Type C rolling stock, driving the monorail trains through property and into backstage. As with the new Monorail Yellow, in service since July 3rd, the train features a two-tone wave along the side to distinguish it from the original monorails and features larger windows and a more spacious interior. You can take a full tour of the new Type C trains right here on our YouTube channel. While we're usually focused on the two theme parks at Tokyo Disney Resort, there's some fairly major work happening behind the two parks in the Bayside area. A new Toy Story themed hotel is under construction between the Hilton and Hotel Okura. Construction has progressed rather significantly since our last update, so let's not dilly-dally. No matter your opinions on this hotel, the facade is rather obvious. It's fairly easy to spot the colorful exterior among the sea of beige hotels nearby. From the JR Kyo line and Maihama Station in particular, you won't be able to miss the sight of it. The facade is leaning into the Toy Story theme, maybe too much, with a look of being built from toddlers' alphabet blocks. And there's now a large pile of dirt outside the construction fence. It's not entirely clear what else has been excavated. Progress on the painting of the parking garage, obtrusively placed in front of the hotel, is also nearing completion. All 11 stories are now in place on the building, and the north and east facades are almost completely covered. It seems like the east and west sides won't be covered in colors, rather sticking with the brown color with clouds that look like they're painted on with white chalk. On the south side, the facade work isn't complete as on the north side, but it's definitely getting there. Floors 9, 10, and 11 are missing most of their facades on the south side. Something important to note is that the first two floors are still missing any coverings on the central section, and concrete is in place on part of the wings. The outer wings and the hotel's west side both feature the plain brown walls with spray-painted clouds. They still aren't sure what this hotel will look like when finished. There's no concept art out there, but it is still projected to open in 2021. This is kind of a value resort. They've been looking to add value resorts to Tokyo Disney. They started with the Celebration Hotel, where they bought off-site hotels that are pretty far away and converted those, and now they bought this space and are building this value resort there. I don't know how I feel about this exterior, but we'll see what progresses. Either way, they need more hotels. If you're a Walt Disney World annual pass holder, there's a new way to drink in the Christmas time cheer at Disney Springs. A new AP-exclusive Santa Mickey Snow Globe sipper has arrived at the resort, featuring the world's most beloved mouse dressed as a jolly old Saint Nick. The base is festive red and green, decorated with stylish ornaments, and it includes a green straw. Similar globe design appeared at the sipper for Disneyland's 65th anniversary. It also comes with a snowflake sticker sheet, so you can decorate your sipper any way you like. It's pretty cute. Sipper sells for $16.50, which does include a soft drink. We found this at the cart outside the Cirque du Soleil Theater. Alex Trebek, the beloved host of Jeopardy since 1984, has passed away at the age of 80. The TV icon had long since battled stage 4 pancreatic cancer, announcing the news back in March of 2019. Jeopardy shared the news via show's Twitter account. Alex Trebek passed away peacefully at home, surrounded by family and friends. Disney fans will always remember Alex Trebek as he hosted a segment of Jeopardy in the now extinct Ellen's Energy Adventure in the universe of energy at Epcot. Other cameos include special appearances on Pepper Ann and a mention in The Muppets. Jeopardy producers have indicated they are not announcing a new host right now. Obviously, who on earth hasn't watched Jeopardy? This is really heartbreaking, and I mean, this man touched everyone's life, and another person lost to pancreatic cancer. I know I've lost several grandparents and other people in my life to pancreatic cancer, and hopefully, if you love Jeopardy and Alex Trebek, I invite you to look up various causes that you could donate to for pancreatic cancer research and donate to them. It's a great cause, and hopefully, we can find, if not a cure, a way to, help people survive this horrible illness. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to WDWNT.com. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, The Vacationeer, the engineers of your next magical vacation. Sit back and let their team craft your family's next magical Disney trip. The best part, their services are free. Visit WDWNT.travel for details. The Vacationeer, the official travel agency of WDWNT. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to WDW News Today on YouTube for more great content, and click the bell for notifications. Also, make sure to hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of the show. Also, don't forget to shop with the Carousel of products. You get this great, I don't know if I can do this because I have a mic on, but either way, I have my Rise shirt on. Our Rise, Resist, Repeat t-shirt available now at carouselofproducts.com. Check it out. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Looking for the latest in Disney news on the go? Then download WDWNT the app. From news to videos to park hours and more, WDWNT the app is your one-stop shop for the latest from the Disney world. Available on iPhone and Android, just search for WDWNT in your device's app store.